Another day, another dollar.
Good afternoon, Adam.
Good afternoon.
It's good to see you.
Mr. Clay.
Mm-hmm. You look good in that Final Descent Outdoors.
The Hunter Orange
hat.
It's a good looking hat.
It's up on the website.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested.
I prefer it. I'm a fan of the orange.
I know you are. I know.
So.
Like you, that hat doesn't have a soul.
Right off the bat. There we go.
Hi-yah!
Right off the bat.
Nah, man, ain't gonna cut you no slack around here, bro.
We're in.
Ain't cutting you no slack around here.
We're in.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode of the Final Descent Outdoors podcast. I don't know what number we're on.
At this point, we've lost track.
We've lost track of where we are.
Don't care anymore, really. It's really... Just the care's gone.
No. We're just here for the banter. I see you hammering down.
Yeah.
On the Deer Camp coffee.
Yeah. This is the new cup.
Almost all of Season 1, we said we got to find a beverage sponsor.
And we did.
And we did it. Don't tell me. Don't give me a challenge and expect me not to get it done because I'll get it done.
Yeah. So, today's a fun episode because we literally on the way over here were like,
what are we going to talk about?
We need to talk about something.
Because we went to eat lunch today.
Yeah, we did. And we
can talk about that first off.
Yeah.
So we got our sketch places. You guys know, if you listen to any aspect of what we do, we haven't talked a lot of food in season.
Yeah, we haven't done a lot of food yet.
Season 2 here.
We have not done a lot of food yet, but it's always lingering in the wings.
It is. We have the favorites that are close to
wings.
You know, how many
wings
great decisions have we made over food?
All of them.
Yeah.
They were all made. There's something about fuel in the brain.
You know, I shared on social media a couple of weeks back the Thorn Broadhead Jurassic commercial we shot for them.
Yeah, that was a chicken wing endeavor.
That was over chicken wings.
Yeah,
chicken wings. Down, if you haven't seen this commercial, the Full Strip Media did for Thorn Broadheads. So much fun. We got our friends at Goddard Youth Camp. Yeah. To let us rent out for the day.
Yeah.
The joint.
It was good.
And they got an actual dinosaur.
Yeah.
That
like
actually
has
a
real dinosaur.
A for real dinosaur that actually has a puncture hole in its shoulder. And I've always thought, man, wouldn't it be cool to like bow hunt a dinosaur?
And
like
that's
a T-Rex.
Where the idea was born.
Yeah.
And it came out really well.
It came out awesome.
It came out better than I think either of us thought it was going to, because it was just such a odd. It's an odd idea.
We'll link it here so people can go and watch if you haven't seen it. It is so good. If you're not watching this on YouTube, if you're watching on or listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify or all the other places that podcasts are available, where we're available to be able to download it, you can actually just go to YouTube and search Thorn Broadheads Jurassic.
You're welcome, Thorn Broadheads, for those 6 extra views that you just got.
It's coming at you.
That video.
It's coming at you. Coming in hot.
All 6 of them.
Yep. And so anyway, but that whole idea started over chicken wings.
Yeah, it's often what happens is we get together and we're like, hey, we need to do 2 things at once. We need to eat and we need to come up with a creative idea.
Mm-hmm. And we do that a lot, and the creative juices flow. Yeah. Out of Greece.
Have we had a taco idea yet? Can you think of any? Oh, this episode.
You know what? It's already time. We've already acknowledged Deer Camp Coffee, but we need to acknowledge Burlington Northern Santa Fe.
Our longest running sponsor. Burlington.
Literally and figuratively.
Literally. They are the trains keep getting longer.
Go back to me right here.
Yeah.
Do I look super red? Do I look like I've taken up drinking pints of liquor?
Yes. Well, that was at lunch today. We had, I think, 40 each or so. I think that was what we were doing.
That is not true.
Yeah, I think we did.
I'm waiting for my nose to begin to grow and my liver to shrivel. No, I look extra red. Maybe I've gotten some sun.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the
I'm not here.
No,
but in the other one.
It could just be the camera.
Well, this one's yours, so it's trash.
Yeah, trash, garbage.
See, you look better than my camera.
Well, that's, subject matter.
Okay. I can't argue with you, bro. I can't argue with you, my man. I ain't gonna argue it.
Oh,
I don't know if we've had any
Brad,
great
you're
ideas.
a beautiful man. I just want you to know that, okay? Just to accept it.
Well, if I had $1,
If I had $1,
I'd have $1.
I would have a couple tacos.
I'd have a couple tacos
on top of the ones that we just ate, which were great.
So you asked the idea if we had any great ideas over tacos. I can't think of any great ideas we've had over tacos.
Yeah.
Tacos demand more attention.
They do. They require a lot more
we end up spending
finesse.
the time talking while eating tacos about tacos.
That's true. Yeah,
we did
end up
today.
Comparing the tacos to the tacos we previously ingested. Because we are, being a taco eater, you are always on the search for the greatest taco.
For the next great taco.
Yeah, the greatest taco.
So we have the little place down the road called Little Nights.
Yeah, we eat at a lot.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good quality little street taco.
Yes.
And then there's another little place we eat at quite often. We haven't been there.
I haven't been there in a minute.
And that's Texas-Oklahoma Barbecue.
Yeah.
Give a shout out to Brian.
Old Brian. We're on the wall of fame.
Well, both of us are on the wall.
Right there next to
Sam Bradford. And
I mean, I got some better, me and Sam, he called me and talked to me the other day about the signature and stuff. So,
shut up, dude. Whatever. Got on Sam Bradford's phone number no more. Did you ever have his phone number?
No, I didn't. No.
He didn't? Even though he touched your butt every day in practice, he didn't get you his cell phone?
No, he had my number. It's just kind of
Did he have your...
We'll call you kind of thing, Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty good.
No, I don't think he has my number, and I don't think I have.
Is he the wealthiest person that you've ever personally known? He made a lot of money in the NFL.
He did make a lot of money.
He played a long time, man. He signed some big contracts. He couldn't stay healthy, but he signed some big contracts.
He would definitely be in and amongst the. I'm not sure if I.
Who do you know has made over $50 million?
Yeah, he's probably the wealthiest.
Okay, let's just, I'm bringing you back to reality here.
Yeah.
I think those OSU glasses are blinding your vision on the reality of the situation. He's the wealthiest person you've ever met.
He is definitely the wealthiest person ever.
Now, he didn't have the money then.
No, he didn't.
But he went and got it.
But he had the touch.
He went and got that paid, boy. He went and got it.
Yeah, he did.
Chased it.
He did.
Chased that green. Anyway, we haven't eaten at Texas-Oklahoma Barbecue in a while. But you've been telling me, you said, I had to get gas at this gas station.
Yeah. I left your house.
So where I live like super north Edmond. I actually have a Guthrie address.
Yeah, in Oklahoma.
Yeah. And Waterloo, I live north of Waterloo.
Yeah.
A lot of people know where Waterloo, it's on I-35, the Waterloo exit.
Yeah.
It's like the end of the earth, up by the Lazy E Arena.
Yeah.
For all the cowpokes that are listening, know where the Lazy E is.
Mm-hmm. I got a good Lazy E story.
Okay.
I got a good Lazy E story.
Okay, we'll get to that. But we call kind of the eastern part of Waterloo is known as Felony Flats. Did you know that?
I've heard you say it before, but it's just funny.
Legit known as the Felony Flats.
It's literally funny every time you say it.
And it's known that real. Because there's not a school district close. There's not a school right there.
Yeah.
And so people like with felonies, I guess, like settled in that area because they weren't going to violate.
The children thing?
They wouldn't violate parole. You know what I mean? And I think that's how it came to. I'm serious.
Yeesh.
Hey, it
is 100% serious. This is a real term.
There's another barbecue place that we need to go to.
Okay.
Just to say we did it.
Okay.
It's called Railhead Barbecue.
Okay.
And it's
Is it shady? I'm in if it's shady.
Yeah, it's shady.
I'm shady.
Shady and greasy, baby.
I'm in if it's shady. That means it's probably great.
But you stopped at one of the gas stations at what we would refer to as the Felony Flats.
Yes.
Okay. And bars on the windows, rough, kind of got a rough vibe to it.
Yeah.
A little bit. And you told me, what about this place?
I said, I stopped at a gas station on the way out. Had to stop.
This is like a year ago.
It's been a little while.
Yeah.
And I said, there's a Mexican joint in there, taco stand kind of thing. And that dude back there was working that flat top like his life depended on it.
Yeah.
And I thought, we got to eat that. Immediately, I disregarded the bars on the windows. I disregarded the fact that it was in a gas station.
It's connected to a weed dispensary.
That it was connected to a dispensary. I discarded all of those things immediately and said, I bet those tacos are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And so today, you're like, you know what? We haven't had Texahoma in a minute. And then you said, but there is that shady place that you've been talking about. And today you relinquished, and we got to go.
We did. We went today, and on a scale, 1 star to 4 or 1 star to 5 star, where do they rank at?
And just quality of tacos, street tacos that I've had. And like Gordo's is a 5 or an 11. I don't know, but it's just, there's nothing better. Mm-hmm. I say this place is a solid 3.5.
Yeah.
It's a solid 3.5.
Yeah, they were good.
They were great.
And it was cheap.
It was cheap.
Me and you ate. How many tacos did you have?
I had 4 tacos. You had 5 tacos.
I had 5 tacos.
Yeah. I wish I would have gotten 5.
Yeah.
You got the bonus chorizo taco?
I did. I got 1 chorizo.
And I wish I would have gotten it.
Yep, because it was the best one.
Yeah, but I didn't get it.
It was so good.
I didn't get it.
But me and you both ate in there with a drink for under $20.
Yeah, it was a good deal.
That was a great lunch.
Good deal. Filling.
And I'm full.
Oh, yeah, full. I got the traditional pickled vegetables with it.
Oh, yeah. I had carrots,
cauliflower,
onions,
jalapeno, cauliflowers. It was all good. It was really good. And
we were the only people that spoke. Our first language was English.
Yeah.
That was in there. And that's a great sign.
That is a great sign.
Yeah.
That's always a good sign. If I'm going to eat a food of a different ethnicity, I am thrilled to see that it is full of the people of the ethnic group.
Exactly. That is a
positive.
If they're eating it, then
it's legit.
Is authentically good.
This is legit.
Pepe would have ate there.
Pepe.
Yeah. Francisco.
Oh, gosh. Pepe, I miss you.
I know.
I hope Pepe listens to our podcast.
I don't know if he listens. They do watch the episodes.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. They sure do. They watch all the time.
I wonder if do they ever let Pepe know?
I have to sneeze.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, I'll discount your volume here, Phil, real fast. Shazam! And he's back.
Wow.
Yes.
There's a little spring in the air. Little allergens.
There, yeah. We are full on spring for sure.
Yeah, I'm feeling it right now.
We're full on spring.
Baseball underway. All those things.
Baseball.
I want to hear the Lazy E Arena story.
You want to hear the Lazy E story?
I want to hear it.
So,
it's a rodeo arena.
It's a rodeo arena, but it's many other things.
Oh, it holds lots of things.
Many other things. In this particular instance, it held motocross.
Okay. How long ago was this?
This was probably 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
I got a buddy that does a lot of their dirt work, so I was wondering if it was him.
It was a long time ago. And I got called by a friend of mine who does a lot of video work in the...
It wasn't midget wrestling.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
We're coming up on a year on that deal, too.
We are coming up on it. When's the next one of that?
I don't know. I need to look.
When is the next time we can capture old Whip and take him out there to give him some more midget wrestling experiences?
So let's go, El Toro! I'll never forget my buddy Russ Pickett.
Metal Mario!
Metal Mario. El Toro. Oh, gosh. What was some of the other ones?
Oh, gosh.
Metal Mario.
One of the guys' names was like Kyle. Something like that.
They did everything. Man. They set the arena up.
The whole time that I was there, though, I was so wishing that I had took Hurley do it. I wish I had took my son because he would have gotten a major kick out of that.
Did you know they have an actual place in Pigeon Forge?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Or Gatlinburg. I can't remember. I mean, it's like the same thing, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had no idea.
No, you can actually go and like have a meal. It's like one of those dinner theater kind of deals. You know?
Bring me more drink, wench.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. My favorite part of that whole thing, we went to the micro wrestling.
Micro.
Yeah,
sorry.
Micro.
Yeah.
Was when they did the intermission, they're like, all right, guys, we're going to have an intermission. We got merchandise down here. Come get some merchandise. Concession stands open. You need to step outside and have a cigarette. We'll start back up here in about 20 minutes. And I was like, yep, there ain't many places you go where like talking about going to have a cigarette break. But this one, yeah.
I just wanted to know if the intermission was going to be short.
Well, that was it. We're done. It's over.
And canceled. Oh, may have to cut that out. I'm not sure. See if you remember or not.
I'm not cutting it out, dude. I'm not cutting that out.
No, it's beautiful. Oh, well, Lazy E Arena.
All right, so you can email Adam at fullstrut. Oh my gosh! I'm going to put your number on the screen right here.
I apologize.
Send the text.
I apologize. That's comedy, though. If you're not a little bit offended, then
quit. Stop with the little.
That one's on you.
No.
I didn't. No.
Oh gosh.
Oh man!
I saw a lady picking her nose in traffic yesterday.
You did?
Full blown, bro.
Like a second knuckle?
Like
just
she's driving an Audi.
Going.
She's driving an Audi.
Yeah.
And she's doing it like this. Like she's like backwards like this. Digging, bro. Digging. And I pointed it out to everybody.
Oh,
all
really?
The kids are like, what? And she's digging. All right. And she turns, looks at it.
Connects eyes. Oh, no, she didn't.
I'm talking like finger full in her mouth.
Scrape it off on the top of her teeth kind of thing.
And ate it. I mean, Ava and Josiah are like, we're just all freaking out.
Gosh.
Full blown. This is like a 55-year-old woman.
In an Audi.
Just sucking down slime.
Just chewing on the old salty.
Oh, so gross. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. Get back to your...
This is the most rabbit-trailed conversation we've ever had on a podcast.
Hey, we're going after the Lazy E.
It's fine. So the Lazy E, I get called from a buddy of mine who films motocross.
Okay.
And so I'm like, heck yeah.
Who is this?
A guy named Blake Shipman.
Okay. I don't know Blake.
No. He still does it to this day. He does a great job of it, too. He does really good work. But he calls me and says, hey, I need a guy. I need an extra cameraman. At the time, I'm rocking an old DVX 100A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old micro or mini DV cam.
I don't even remember what that camera is that's over there on the.
That's a Canon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Canon.
Yeah. So a GL1.
No.
GL2.
No, we're newer than that.
Yeah. So anyway, he calls me. I go out, take my gear. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna put you down in the horseshoe." I'm like, "Great." Little did I know, the horseshoe is the pin turn that they take in the middle of, like, you've got the whole arena, and it's like, well, there's this one spot where they, like, do this crazy hairpin turn and then jump back out to it, and they got to be, they're on it coming out of this turn because they got to hit a jump right after it. Well, they're coming into that turn, too, and I've got an island to stand on that's the size of this table. Okay. And every one of these motorcycles, for what felt like an eternity, is coming at me at like 60 miles an hour. Because how they come into that turn, they don't come into that turn like out on the outside edge. Like they come into the bottom of it and then they cut out to the edge. So every guy on this motorcycle looks like they're coming right at you.
Oh, and you're trying to stay steady.
And I'm trying to stand there. So I'm just sitting there the whole time going, oh my God! Oh! And I'm doing this for, I think each race lasts, like 12 minutes or so. It's just, but I'm standing down there soiling myself for 2 hours watching these guys come at, they're on 250s. Like they are screaming coming into this turn. And I'm just having to stand there with my little camera. And you can't take your eye out of the, like the first few times I had the guy that's like in your ear, like because you got the comm set on, and he's like, "Hey, you got to hold steady," and I'm like, I'm gonna die down here. I'm literally gonna perish. Like this, one of these motorcycles is gonna come off this track, and it's gonna be, that's it. Remember Adam? Yeah. Well, his head's over there on turn 4.
There's you go.
Yeah.
And there's you go.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of everything.
There's a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
The old Ray Stevens.
Yeah.
The old Hugo.
So that's my fun. That's my fun Lazy E story. That is the last time I was in the Lazy E arena.
So I haven't been to Lazy in a while. They used to do an expo there. I don't know if they still do it. The Oklahoma Outdoor Department, Wildlife Department did an expo there. And one of the first things that was ever an event that Finalists in Outdoors did, like 14 years ago, is that we had a booth at the Oklahoma Wildlife Department Outdoor Show.
Yeah,
and there was a guy there who made probably $1 million selling
Wow.
turkey calls. Not really $1 million.
Wow.
But because it's through the Oklahoma Wildlife Department putting it on, they had schools come on Friday.
Okay.
And so all these schools are there.
You're sitting on a gold mine, Trebek.
Oh, no. Listen, this dude had it figured out. He was selling $5 turkey mouth calls. $5 a piece. Those kids.
They just killed it.
I don't know how many hundreds and hundreds of elementary school kids they brought in buses to come through there.
You imagine being the bus driver on the way home from that thing?
Dude. It was even being there because he would sell them to these kids. And he's making them there. He's just like stamping them down, like doing it as fast as he can make them, dude. He's selling them $5 a pop. And them kids are just like wearing it out, bro. He sold thousands of dollars worth of turkey calls to kids.
He had to make $10,000 a day.
And those kids, they're just, the whole time you're walking around or you're in your booth, those kids are walking around horribly. No, it's so bad. But anyway,
gotta start somewhere.
Our booth was next to, who was next to us was Stewart Ranch Outfitters.
Yeah.
Go Clay Force. That's where I met Clay. So I started hunting with Clay. And got that going, built a relationship there, hunted there for a long time. Biggest whitetail I got. You can see him in the reflection in the middle right there. 164-inch whitetail was killed there. But I also learned something at that show. There's another thing that I hate at outdoor shows, and that is waterfowl calls.
Oh, gosh.
And like you can come up and just like, listen, I hate COVID, but maybe COVID will end it. That, you can't just walk up and pick up a call and just start blowing on it.
Yeah.
Because people walk up to those waterfowl call guys, and a lot of them, the call guys themselves, and they just hammer it.
Just all day.
All day. We're just ready to murder people.
I really want to go duck hunting.
Yeah, like I don't ever want to go duck hunting again after listening to these guys,
Yeah.
So anyway, but that's how I met Clay, and I think that's probably the last time I've ever been to the Lazy E.
Yeah.
As well. And I live right here, and they host all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't ever go.
Yeah.
Never go there.
There's TIME.
Yeah. Man, it's
a lot
just
of time.
too busy, man.
Got like you said, we got baseball season.
Baseball season. I got flag football going on.
Bore.
Soccer.
Yeah.
I got T-ball.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I have 4 kids. That was a mistake.
Ain't got nobody to blame but yourself.
Yep, 4 kids, man. That's a mistake, bro. Just too much happening there. You touched on, I don't remember if it was last or the last podcast or one before, about how cool your ski trip was. And you said I have a ton of stories from the ski trip.
I forgot about this. So
you went with your brother, Austin, your sisters,
So it was just like my parents, my siblings, my immediate family.
Okay.
And then all of our kids. And it was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. But while we were there, we obviously wanted the kids to learn how to ski. And so we took the kids to ski school. And the kids signed them up for a 3-day pass, which, by the way, my wallet is still bleeding.
Oh.
Holy moly. But they had a ton of fun.
That's all that matters.
They had a ton of fun, and they did learn how to ski. So on day 3, the big kids, which, I say big kids, they're both 9. My son and my nephew, they wanted to go up the mountain. They wanted to go ski on the big mountain.
Okay.
So I said,
"Do you need a drink out of the old deer camp,
buddy? Deer camp. I'm running low. I know that much.
Yeah. Okay.
But we said, let's go up the mountain. So we go up the mountain. My nephew, Titan, he's 6.
Yeah.
Titan is aptly named.
Oh, no. Both. What's his brother's name?
Tank.
Okay. Yeah.
Tank and Titan. The old TNT.
TNT. Dynamite. Yeah, they're big kids.
They're big boys. Big boys. But Tank, but the biggest problem that Titan has is Titan looks like a 6th grade boy.
Mm-hmm. How old is he?
He is 6.
Yeah.
And he acts like he's 6 because he's 6.
Yeah.
So people often treat him older than he is. But he decided that he wanted to accompany us up the mountain. And we get up there, and mind you, this ski run is 3.5 miles.
Oh, God. I just feel like as someone who doesn't enjoy skiing that this would be my hell. Like, Brad, you didn't make the cut. You got to go to hell, and you're going to go snow skiing
for eternity.
This run every day.
This ski run is eternity. And by the way, these ski boots were made in 19 never. They are from the 1800s.
And
so, yeah.
and you are gonna have to slalom ski.
Slalom the entire way down.
Yeah, one ski all the way down.
By the way, this pit bull will be chasing you. Good luck. Yeah, no,
but he can't kill me.
Yeah,
I gotta keep living it.
They just gnaw on you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we go up the mountain. Titan gets on his skis. He makes it about 250 feet, and just skadoosh.
Yeah,
just hammers it.
So he didn't make it the full 3.5 miles.
No, he didn't. He did not make that far. But he hammered down on the mountain, and so Chelsea, my sister, and I were kind of getting up to him. We convinced him to get back up on his feet, and he goes a little bit further, and then inevitably we get to a little bit of a steeper part because he's 6 and he's only skied 3 days, and he eats it again.
Yeah. Do you know I was Chelsea's dean in Super Summer?
Yeah.
She was one of my small group leaders.
That was the connection there.
Yeah. Anyway.
In fact, you may have known Chelsea before you and I knew each other.
Oh, no, I did.
So
yeah, I did.
I think that's...
This segment is brought to you by...
This story
specifically is brought to you by Burlington Northern Santa Fe.
Yeah, and that train actually came from the mountains.
Good chance.
There's a good chance.
Mm-hmm.
Brought the story all the way to you.
Yeah.
But anyways, he falls again. We convince him to get back up. And at this point, Titan ain't having no more of it.
He's done.
So I had
He's Brad
to...
Clay in it. I thought I faked a back injury to get him to come get me off that island.
Yeah.
Or that mountain, I mean.
I had to do the old bear hug ski with Titan the last 2.9 miles of that ski run in Keystone, and it took everything. Like I've skied for 25 years. I'm a great skier. Can ski anything you want.
Great is the word you used.
Great.
Wow.
I can go up there and ski anything you want me to ski. All day, every day. You want to go do jumps? You want to go do ramps? You go and do whatever? I'm in it.
Really?
That video that I showed you, didn't I send you a video?
No, you sent
when
me
I'm passing
Marco
the people
Polo.
like they ain't moving.
Like a Marco Polo.
That was a double diamond.
Wow.
That I was going down straight legged. We weren't playing around. Oh, I've done it I want to go fast.
See, that's my deal. So I can go fast because I don't stop well. So it's just like, look out, here we come, and I'm going to crash at the end.
Yeah, that's how you stop.
You know that orange mesh net? Met her more than once, buddy. Met her more than once. I have. I'm not even joking.
Salvation.
It's the same thing when I go ice skating.
You're just looking for walls.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, for most places, I can't snow ski ice skate because they don't have a size 15. Yeah. But a few places that I have, I can go, bro. I look like, a professional. Like I'm going between people, man. Yeah. I can't turn. I can't turn, bro. Like I'm just like, in and through people, like ducking down, like, and I smash the wall, and I get even, and then I pass all the same people again. I suck so bad.
So you are not a winter Olympian.
No. If it's a straight line, if there's something that I would be good.
Yeah.
And even with skiing, just like I've got to figure out how to do those jumps where they jump, and they're all leaning forward.
Like the flying squirrel.
Exactly. I would be a pro at that.
You see that guy launch? You see him take a
300-pound man launch off the side of that mountain.
Did you also see that 300-pound man-sized hole in the net at the bottom?
Yeah, it didn't stop me. Just went through it.
It's like Wile E. Coyote.
So the Winter Olympics were going on.
Yeah.
So I was watching the luge.
Yeah.
And there was a guy competing in the luge who, at that place, where was it at? In Japan, right?
No, they were in China, Beijing.
Oh, okay.
All the controversy with it.
Right, so they're in China, and I guess they had the I don't remember, like their world championships were there as well, and the guy was doing a practice run, and somebody closed a gate
Oh, yeah, you told me about this.
And he hit it doing like 70.
Oh,
and it shattered both of his legs and like ruptured his coccyx. I don't know. He was hurt bad.
He's not okay.
He was not good. And they were talking about how dramatic and how there's trauma getting back on this luge because of the injury. Anyway.
You never know what guy's going to be down there taking a coffee break and going,
I feel like that would be a sport, though, I could excel in.
That's dark.
I don't even know why is that dark?
I'm just thinking about how he might qualify for micro wrestling now.
Oh, yeah. He didn't tear his legs off. He still has. I don't know if we can release this. Are we just wasting our time? What are we into? We're 31 minutes in.
Oh, gosh.
Ruined.
This is over. Sorry. I apologize.
Is there paraplegic wrestling?
I believe there is, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I saw a video where a guy that's a paraplegic won a state wrestling championship.
I think I saw the same guy.
Did you see that guy?
Yeah.
It was pretty incredible.
Yeah. So the guy smashes into the gate.
So the guy smashed into the gate, hurt himself. But I feel like that would be a winter sport that I would have been good at.
Bobsledding?
Well, I don't know about bobsledding.
Or luging?
But the luge.
Yeah.
Because you get my momentum as a big boy.
Yeah.
Going down that mountain, I'm going to haul some butt.
Yeah, you still got to stop, though.
Yeah.
There's that thing at the end. They got to like stand up and they do that thing where they pull up.
What
on
if I wore a parachute?
What
if I wore a parachute? Because they always sit up at the end. They sit up at the end.
Is that guy like a dragster?
They sit up at the end, and they hit their brake and they're like picking up the sled, slowing it down. So I could do that, but when I set up, there was a parachute on my back.
Yeah.
And I pull it, and so now I'm causing drag, and so I think that's the only way you'd slow down,
That's a cannonball.
I'm a big man.
That's a lot of momentum.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, back to your story. You got Titan going down the side of a mountain.
We're down the side of the mountain.
We're chasing rabbits.
Now, we have fully chased a rabbit. But we are on the mountain at this point, and I have hauled him down 2-ish miles at this point.
Okay.
So we are close to the bottom. And Titan wants to do what Titan wants to do. Okay?
Yeah, I get it.
It's fine.
I mean,
he's 6.
6, that's what 6-year-olds do.
He's 6. I finally got him to start focusing, and I if you've ever skied before, you know that on these trails, they have little offshoots, and sometimes they got little jumps, little bumps, stuff like that. So I started taking Titan over these because he started kind of having fun, getting his legs back under him again, which was great for me because I wasn't having to hold him up. And towards the end, I know there is this one trail that you do not want to go down.
Okay.
There's one trail that you do not.
It's out.
You do not want, especially toting a 6-year-old. Mm-hmm. You do not want to go down this trail.
Yeah. This 40-year-old man don't want it. I can tell you that much.
It wouldn't be good. And at this point, Titan had become accustomed to seeing those black little cone things, and he knew that was like a little whoop, a little fun little doohickey to go on. So he saw the little black cone thing, and Titan full on cuts. At the last second, he cuts his skis straight towards the Trail of Doom. And I said, I tried really hard to get us out of it, but immediately on our left, or on our right, there's also an ice float, which is like a moat. Like it's just solid ice.
Okay.
And it's about 4 feet wide. And I ain't going into that.
No.
I'll tell you that much. I ain't going to that. That's a broken tailbone right there.
Yeah.
And so at this point, we're committed. And we start going down this trail, and I slowly, as the trail that we should be on is beginning to descend to the right, it descends 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, and Titan and I are at the same level that we started at. So I know at some point this trail is going to go
down.
It's going to go down. It's got to join again, and it ain't going to be gentle at all. But we go over the top of this edge, and I'm doing everything I can stop, but it's just kind of too late. And at the bottom of this little hill where it does finally descend, there is a jump where it like really goes down deep into the snow and comes back up to launch you. Under normal circumstances, this would be fine. I just take it and go. Titan weighs probably about 65, 70 pounds.
As a 6-year-old.
He's tall. It's not like he's just this morbidly obese little bowling ball.
No,
like,
he's a big kid.
He's a big kid. But we get to the bottom of this thing, and Titan's legs, I don't know if he passed out on the way down out of fear or what happened, but his legs gave out, and I was literally holding him up. And when we hit that bottom, the G's made that 70-pound kid about a 200-pound kid. And I couldn't do anything about it. It just crumbled underneath me. His skis pop off. My skis pop off, and I get over the top of him, and we're skidding into the snow in a full-on halt. But he is in such a panic at this point that he is literally punching me in the face repeatedly going down this mountain.
Like you've somehow caused it.
Like this is my fault. And I'm like, no. And so like I'm screaming like, stop hitting me, Titan. And he's going, ah! Just punching me in the face over and over again.
Yeah.
And
this segment
brought
to you by Burlington Northern Santa Fe. Yeah.
But
I want to make a note. Contact
BNSF. Yeah. Corporate sponsorship. Title segment sponsor. Any of those?
Got it.
But yeah, it was a fun story. There was also another time where Austin
we gotta have Austin. We need to have Austin on a podcast.
Austin would be good. He'd be a really fun podcast guy. But yeah, Austin and I were skiing together, and I fell 3 times the whole trip.
Okay.
All 3 of those times were on day 4 when I was going down the easiest runs possible with the kids, because I caught edges a few times, and there was one time where I caught edge. And if you've ever skied and you know you're doing it with someone you know and you like, if they fall and they're in front of you, you got one job to do, and that's to do a hockey stop as close as possible to them to cover them in as much snow as possible. So I fall.
This is a foreign thing. I mean, I know what it looks like.
Yes.
There's no way I can pull that off.
No.
These knees
just turn inside out.
Oh, bro. Like, that is just death.
So he comes up to me to try to snow me, and he just eats it.
Love it.
Just he gets out of control. So he goes about 20 feet down past me, and just which leaves me enough time to get up and then return the favor. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Just powder city.
Sweet vengeance.
Just sweet vengeance.
Sweet vengeance. What's the difference? Age difference between you and Austin?
Austin is 6.5 years younger than I am.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah. Well,
he looks old. What I mean by that is that he looks
He's
a lot
got
old.
1 foot in the grave, that guy.
Well, what I mean by that is exactly what it means. I'm not recovering from it. What I mean by that is both of you have been cursed.
This is getting better. You both look old. I don't know. I've been wanting to talk about it. I got an intervention banner up here.
Both of you guys have been cursed with
there's not a nice way.
You're bald.
You're
you guys are both. You both have no hair.
No, it's just I accept it.
You have the hair of Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
No, it's gone. It's gone. It's
the dip.
Yeah, like the full dip in the back. Oh yeah,
I love it when your hair starts growing out a little bit.
It's like that right now.
Oh, let's see it.
It's like it right now.
Oh my gosh,
we're heavy. We're thick.
And you've got your seat. Hold on, bend your head back down. Go to you. Go to you.
Me?
Yeah, go to you. Now look, bend your head down. There's just some weird patching.
Patches,
like here's some. Yeah. Here's this. It's trying. It's like it's trying to invade back in. It's like trying to come back. Don't do it. Stop it. You do not make reference.
No, I'm not.
To anything happening in
our current
Eastern European parts of the world. Don't do it.
It's not going to be a successful invasion on the top of my head. I could guarantee you that.
Well,
they gave up that ghost. They gave up that ghost a long time ago.
I tell you what, the top of your head looks like what's happening right now. It's like it's because they're winning.
It's
right
not well.
No, the top of your head is holding the hair from coming back.
No, it's not. It's not well. They
but Austin's the same way.
No, well, I mean, both my grandpas were bald.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have no hair. So I knew, like, looking at them, I'm like, well, yep. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Just accept it.
And then there's this, Okay.
Yeah. Full head of hair. You know what? We get up in the morning. Who's going to be ready first?
Well, I don't know. I didn't take a shower today.
Yeah. A hat is the great equalizer.
Probably should have.
Upon a further investigation, I've discovered.
That's what's bad about going to work in my backyard, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes you forget the
hygiene.
Just kidding. I take care of myself.
Yeah.
I take care of myself. Like you're doubting that.
I haven't showered in 14 days.
Hey, so speaking of showering,
yeah.
When we were in Mexico,
yeah,
on our hunt, we're
if
in the
somebody
middle
gets
of a ranch.
off of the podcast right there at that point, there's a lot of context that was lost.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
You're right.
You're right. No, when we were in Mexico to shower, it's a little bit of I'm not going to say a hassle, but they have to heat the water.
Yeah,
by a fire.
Yeah,
they light a fire underneath a tank to get you hot water. So we didn't shower every day.
Yeah,
we'd shower like every other day.
Yeah,
and I got to asking Nolan about our, showering situation. I said, as a guide, because you're like, they don't let the guides.
Yeah,
they in our bunkhouse where we're at. And I said, so how often do you how do you get to shower? He said, I shower once a week.
Mm-hmm. What a life!
Wow, it's a little rough.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of the my segments that I did, the YouTube video, and I did a whole series on it on TikTok too, but of things you do not say to your hunting guide?
No.
Have you not seen any of it?
I haven't seen any of it.
I did a whole series.
Okay.
I did a whole series with Nolan. Like Nolan's, he's driving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I start filming him, and I said, hey, Nolan, can you back up for a second? And he's obviously thinking I saw an animal.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, and he puts it in reverse. And I said, I think there was a bump back there you didn't hit. And then
was he in on these videos, or are you just filming for his genuine reaction?
No, I was for his genuine reaction. Now, like we started doing stuff like we're Jonathan Stinson. We're sitting there, and I start filming Jonathan, and I was like, all right, I ask him, and he's looking through the spot and scope, and Jonathan goes, hey, Nolan, have you ever thought about doing anything else, bud? You ever thought about something besides guiding?
Oh, no.
And there's one where he's looking through the deal, and I'm standing there, and I'm behind him, and I'm filming myself.
Yeah.
And because I'm filming all the time, so it wasn't like it was unusual, for me to have the phone out. And I'm in the screen, and you can see Nolan behind me. I go, Nolan, has vision always been an issue for you? Is that something that's new?
I think I saw that one.
See that one?
I think I saw that
one. And he goes, no, it's always been an issue. And there's another one. He comes in the morning. We're eating breakfast before we go out. And I said, hey, Nolan, what's the plan today? Besides, not seeing deer. And he goes, oh, I don't know. Might take a shower later. Like he just got to where he just played it off. You know? Like, like it wasn't no big deal. So anyway, we had a great time, in old Mexico. I hate you didn't get to go, man.
Yeah, it sucked. It sucked, but there's a lot of things that were going on in the calendar and needed to be around to do it, and it just ended up not happening this year. But I really want to go back. It's
excuses, man.
2 years.
Yeah, it's been 2 years, man.
2 years.
Yeah, you didn't go with me last year. Yeah. I had to take old Denton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Both years.
Denton David the last 2 years.
And then
first year I brought old Jake.
Yeah.
Jake Cornish went with me.
I remember Mexico is always interesting to me because for me it's a wild card situation because I don't know exactly what I'll be getting into.
No, that's true.
Because the first year I was told of all these Taj Mahal places.
Oh gosh.
And these lovely things, these ranches.
Oh, the ranch we stayed the first year that I went with Kendall Jones and Jessica Bond and Christian Bond and some other friends. We went. This place we stayed was like
I edited the video.
It was unbelievable. All these exotic birds walking around,
peacocks.
Like peacocks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just gorgeous.
Like,
hammocks.
Where are we?
Hammocks everywhere. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you got to go. Like, it's like 5-star, bro. And you're like, all right, I'm in. And we go.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm going to go.
We hunted a different ranch that didn't have housing on the ranch. We stayed in this little town.
Yeah.
And Rudy rented a house.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
It's the desert. It doesn't rain often there.
No, but it did.
It rained, and it was so cold.
Like flash flood.
And the house that he rented leaked like a sieve.
Oh, yes.
I'm talking, remember Roy's room?
Roy's room was a swimming pool.
It had water standing in it. It was crazy.
It was
how
nuts.
much it leaked. And it was so cold. I mean, you were sleeping in that room.
The cold snap was unreal.
Listen, we were so far south.
We're in the
like
desert.
5 hours south of the border.
Mexico desert.
Yeah, and it was in the teens at night.
Yeah, it was freezing.
I was so cold. Yeah. And I remember we had those like fur blankets.
I think we had a blanket under us. Had 2 blankets on top of us. We were both fully dressed in our cold weather habit gear.
Oh, yeah. I had on all my clothes, all my hunting clothes.
And I think we had both
bibs.
Of our hoodies, bibs. Like we had our hoodies tightened down so much to where only just like the tip of our nose was sticking out. And we froze, especially that first night. I remember I was like, I've never.
Well, because we got delayed too because our flight got canceled out of Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Because of cold.
Yeah.
Because of snow. And so we were way late getting in. So we didn't get down there until everybody's already in bed.
Oh, yeah.
Rudy was just
we went
had
from
to wait around
cold to cold to cold, 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 cold to cold. And we finished it off.
Cold. We froze to death.
Yeah.
Absolutely froze to death. Yeah, but we had good food. The
did
lodging that year was not the best.
I remember walking into that room that first night when we got there late. I looked over at you, and you just
because Kendall was supposed to go.
Yeah, she was supposed to go, but I remember looking over at you, and I remember you just going, "Yeah, this isn't like the ranch." you had to defend yourself.
Hey man, you saw the footage, bro. You saw it from the last trip. This is not the same.
This isn't the same. Oh, it's not.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Huh?
Oh. Well, just slap me sideways.
Now we moved ranch. We stayed there.
We ended it off in a phenomenal place.
Yeah, beautiful place, and that's where we stay now.
Oh yeah, that was a great place.
Yeah, we didn't stay there. We stayed. There's actually another house up above it.
Oh yeah,
but the same ranch. Like you can see where we stayed.
Yeah,
the first time.
That was a really cool place. But yeah, it was just funny. Funny.
That was
a lot of great. And what's funny is like that night was interesting, but looking back on it now, like the memories of that whole endeavor were so fun.
One of my favorite aspects of going to Old Mexico and hunting, and I feel like we've talked about it several times, and so I don't want to offend any of our other outfitters, but if you ever want to go to Old Mexico and you want to hunt desert mule deer, you want to go hunt a coos, you want to do something like that, my buddy Rudy with Sonora's Premier, first off, he's a great guy.
He is a great guy.
Just a great guy. Kind, gentle-spirited, just a good dude, and he handles everything for you. Handles your paperwork with your guns, get you in, get you out. I mean, everything's taken care of. And people are always like, "Oh, it's sketchy," and all this stuff.
Nah, man.
Like if you're going with somebody that's good,
yeah,
they handle their business. There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, there's
nothing to worry about at all. So it was a completely safe trip. Never had really a moment where I was worried about anything. Rudy always handled anything. And even when we did have an incident of any kind, Rudy handled it.
Yeah.
And so it was never an issue. But anyway, but one of my favorite parts of that trip is going and sitting around a bonfire at night.
Yeah.
With a bunch of people that I don't speak the same language with. And we have so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
We just have such a blast sitting around talking, joking. But we don't speak the same language, but we just figure it out, and we're just making fun of one another. Mm-hmm. And it's funny that when you get right down to it, speaking a different language isn't that big of a barrier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because there's still so many common, ways to communicate outside of that.
Yeah. And, men mostly speak in grunts and small punctuations.
Farting. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's such a great trip. I enjoy it. Every year. Another one of my favorite trips that we always do, or have done multiple of, is going to Florida.
Yeah.
Man, I was just in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
When I flew out, this was a couple weeks back, I flew out of Tulsa. It was 23 degrees. When I landed in Sarasota, 83.
That's wonderful.
Oh, gosh. Dude, it was beautiful.
That was wonderful.
It was absolutely beautiful. But going to Florida with our buddy Cliff, who's always a big fan of our podcast, such a great dude, and 5L Outfitters.
One of the six.
One of the six fans.
One of the six.
Yep.
The other, 3 or 4 of them are his kids, right? So
yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and his wife.
Yeah,
my wife Amanda always tunes in.
Yeah. So.
But going down there and we need to have Cliff call in one day.
Cliff it'd be a fun conversation.
One of my favorite Cliff stories of all the hunts we've done with him. Well, the first time I met Cliff, he tried to get me to swim a canal in the dark at like 2:00 in the morning, filled with alligators. He's like, listen, there's another canal on the other side of this, and the way we can get to it is to cross it. We're going to wait across it.
And looking back on that now, I feel like Cliff was messing with you.
No, I do too. I still don't know 100% if he was or not, because he's such a dry sense of humor guy. Yeah. Like I wouldn't play poker with him.
No.
Don't play poker with Cliff. You're going to lose all your money.
Yeah.
He's a tough read a little bit.
Can't read him at all.
No, he's a tough read.
Yeah.
Anyway, but one of my favorite Cliff stories was not a great, like, it's a scary situation.
Yeah.
But we had killed an alligator. Kendall's with us. It's me, you, Kendall, and my buddy Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Jim had won a hunt through our ministry banquet. He'd killed an alligator, and we were relocating alligators. Remember that? We was catching them and moving them.
I remember that.
And we were snagging these gators out of ponds, out of canals. Remember, we had that 10-footer.
Oh, yeah.
I hand fought him on a line. Got him up. We get him. They tape him. Kendall tapes his mouth shut.
Yeah.
Incredible. Well, in the process of doing that, Cliff is diabetic. Not a little diabetic. Full blown. Like, he's got the insulin pump in him. He's got a little deal carries in his pocket that beeps at him, tells him what he needs and all that stuff. He's got on him. And did you know that he had a surgery. He had a tumor in his back.
No, I had no idea.
He goes and has surgery to remove the tumor, and then like a week later, he's like full blown diabetic.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
No, I didn't know that.
It may have been a week. I don't know. But it wasn't long after. Like, he started having issues and went blind.
Really?
And they figured out that he's diabetic.
Wow.
And so anyway, we are doing this hunt. We're wrangling these alligators. Well, he pulls his port out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he don't have another one to put it back in. It's back at the pickup, which is like 3 miles across a pasture.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, guys, I pulled my port out and my line out. We've got to get to the pickup right now.
I remember walking over to the side-by-side, us going like, well, you know, like, when do we need to be concerned? Or you're like, what are we doing here? And he said, well, you know, your insides start to cook yourself. Your insides start to cook themselves when you start to get to about 400. And we're like, well, where are you at now? And he's like, 390.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay.
And he's like, I'll start getting sleepy.
Yeah.
And so he's the only one that knows how to get back to the pickup. We don't know where we're and it's pitch black, middle of Florida, swamp.
Yeah. 1:30 in the morning.
1:30 in the morning. And we take off, and it's just like we're flying on this Polaris Ranger.
Oh yeah, side by side on a 2-track going 65 miles an hour.
He's flying. So Jim is sitting in the passenger seat, and Jim's like leaned into him, like ready to grab him because he's like starts yawning. He's like,
he said, "I'll start yawning uncontrollably when it starts to get really bad."
He's just yawning real big. Well, I'm sitting behind him, and I'm like focused in on making sure, like, if he starts to pass out, I got to grab him.
Yeah. So he didn't fall out of the side-by-side.
It was like, Jim, I'm going to grab Cliff. I'll keep him in the side-by-side. You grab the wheel.
But it was all unspoken.
All unspoken, but we had it worked out.
Yeah.
And your Kindle's in between me and you, and it's a scary situation. Like, I mean, he's flying, and like we can kind of see the pickup, and he's like, we're almost there, guys. Hang on, man. Just hang with me, you know. And I'm just like, hey, keep it up, Cliff. You got this, buddy. We're going to get there, man. We're going to get you taken care of. We're going to get you taken care of. I look over at Kendall Jones.
And what is she doing?
Kendall Jones is online shopping for leggings.
Leggings. Yes. I vividly remember it.
I look over at her phone, and she's in the middle, and she has these leggings pulled up, and she is purchasing. She's pulling out a card.
She's going, what do you think, the red or the gray?
And she's literally purchasing leggings while Cliff is on the brink of burning his internal organs because of a lack of insulin in his body.
Yeah.
And I look over and I'm like, are you serious, Kendall? She's like, what? And I'm like, Cliff is about to die, Jones, and you're shopping for leggings? And she was like, they're cute. They're on sale.
Hey, people got to comfort themselves in different ways, right? Different comfort levels for different
You remember
people.
that time we did that full podcast with Kendall Jones and we didn't record any of the audio?
That's the one that we almost ended doing podcasts.
Well, it's like episode 2.
It's like, yep, this is not for me.
And we've never gotten her to come back.
No.
She's never come back on.
Yeah.
She's too busy for us.
Yeah, that was our one chance.
Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down.
What if we got her some leggings?
I might be able to bribe her back in.
Some leggings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think if I called her right now, she'd answer?
No. No chance. No chance at all. But it was a crazy trip. Not only that, but I remember when they got the gators out of the trailer that we were holding them on, and one of them, their mouth had come untaped. Mm-hmm. The 10-footer.
Yeah, well, do you remember the one that got untied and he slapped his tail around and punched me in the arm?
Yeah. Just smoked you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one too.
I got to hang up because she doesn't have a voicemail. It's her phone number.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
She's not going to answer.
No.
She hates me.
I'm telling you, she's not going to do it.
She doesn't even like me.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 8.
There you go.
Ended it.
8.
That's all we can give you. First starts with an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my favorite Cliff story probably of all time.
Yeah, there was a ton of fun things that
But
happened.
I was just there with him, and their family owns Brahma Island in the middle of Lake Kissimmee. Huge, largest freshwater island in North America, I believe. And we went out and did some thermal hunting, shooting pigs, right in the medulla.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there is one purchase that Brad Clay, I guarantee you I will make in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all the things, Brad Clay will own a thermal scope in 2022.
It's that fun.
Buddy.
Nothing like it.
Dude, there ain't nothing like it.
Mm-hmm.
That is the funnest thing.
That's the definition of you ain't cheating, you ain't right.
Bro, I like it. I have to have it.
Oh, yeah.
I have to have it. There is not an option for anything other than me owning one.
I told you, sign me up.
You want one too?
I'm 100% in.
If we have 2 of those, we will change the world.
We could cure the hog problem.
What are we going to do today, Binky?
We are going to conquer the world.
What do we do every day?
We're going to take over the world.
We're going to take over the world, Binky. It's Binky and the Brain. Remember that show?
Oh,
Did you watch Binky and the Brain?
Oh, yeah. It's Pinky.
Is it Pinky?
Yeah, Pinky and the Brain. Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky.
Brain. Yeah. Pinky and Binky. It's close.
It was close enough. That was an old one. That's some throwback.
Yeah.
What are some of the cartoons that you enjoyed?
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs? Okay.
That just came on immediately after it.
Yeah, that shows a little your age, a little bit. You're younger.
We had the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
We had the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah. No, I was a Ninja Turtle man.
I was a Ninja Turtle guy. I had almost every action
There
figure.
was a pizza thrower, a little bus that threw pizzas. And if you hit your cat with it, it'd give him brain damage. Like your cat would walk with a lean.
Yeah.
Because that sucker shot those pizzas. It got after it. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the aggro crag.
Oh, yeah.
I had the big giant. Where the brain guy, what's his name?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I don't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, I had that thing. Yeah, no, I was Ninja Turtled out.
Oh, I love Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever watch Fraggle Rock? That's probably a little before your time.
I know of it. I didn't ever watch it.
I'm not afraid to admit that I watched Rainbow Bright.
Yeah.
And it was my favorite cereal, too. That was some good cereal.
Yeah.
The Rainbow Bright cereal was good cereal. And I don't care who you are. If you want to make fun of me about my Rainbow Bright cereal, you can kiss it because that was good.
Kiss the cereal and you'll be a believer.
That's right.
You'll be a believer.
Yeah. It was so good. The cereal was excellent.
You're eating rainbows.
And Smurfs. Man.
Yeah.
But you know what my favorite show growing up as a kid was?
What is that?
Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes.
Just a good old boy.
Yeah.
It's canceled now.
Canceled.
Can't even watch it anymore.
Canceled.
Can't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't watch the old General Lee.
Mm-mm.
Canceled.
Canceled.
Oh, Bo and Luke Duke.
Probably like this show's going to be after this episode.
Man, that ain't no joke, bro. You have ruined us.
Yeah. That was the plan all along.
Is that what it was? You're going to ruin it?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have to do it anymore.
No, I didn't. Your words, not mine.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, Adam. Absolutely out of control. Adam, this was a fun podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like people learned a little bit more about us.
Yeah.
They got to experience, we talked food.
Yeah, we hit the major key points.
Yeah, we hit the major key points.
Yeah.
Embarrassing things that have happened to us.
Yeah.
Food.
Mm-hmm. I think the only thing we're lacking at this point is a spiritual application.
Yeah, I'm searching for one.
Yeah. Well, let's just make it the easy way. Like, what's God doing in your life right now? Kind of our typical conversation kind of thing here.
So, I think there's times where we're closer to God than other times.
Yeah.
And we talked the other day, and you talked about how you felt like over the last few months you're closer to God than you've been in a long time, which was awesome.
It's been
you
wonderful.
Talked about like just discipline stuff in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked about how for me, I was at a place where it's getting better, but at a place where I was forcing. I'm having to force feeding. That was the analogy that I used, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm full.
Yeah.
So I'm having to make myself eat.
Yeah.
Right. Make myself be disciplined.
Yeah.
In spending time with the Lord and getting back on track on doing that after just a busy fall and all
the things of life that happen, and it's a reprioritization of things, man.
No, it is.
It's always, and it's one of those things that, like, when we do, and like you talked about, like sometimes, like we say it a lot of times, like you fake it till you make it kind of thing, and sometimes it's like that even with our walk. Like, you may not necessarily want to do this right now, but we know that God is going to He's going to reward us for our obedience, where we're wanting to seek His face and stuff, and it becomes something that it's the whole cup overflows. Like, you're going to continue, like, you feel like you're force feeding yourself, but your capacity for Him is going to continue to deepen and deepen and deepen and deepen.
Exactly. Yeah. And how important it was for us to have that conversation with me and you. Yeah. To have that conversation, to talk about what's going on in life, where I'm at, where you're at. And what's cool is that because we spend quite a bit of time with one another. Yeah. And one of the things that we've recently talked about is being more, what would be the word? Being more diligent. Yeah. About conversations about spiritual things. Intentional. Because it's easy for us to just talk about life and kids and food and what work. Yeah. Because we work together. Yeah. And we forget about some of the spiritual things. And like even today, like we were going to have lunch, and you brought up, hey, here's something I need you to ask me about. Yeah. And question me about when it comes to spiritual things. Mm-hmm. And because there's a tensionality that's taken place between me and you about those things, that we have both given the other one the right to speak and to ask. Yeah. And so because that's happening, we're able to do that, and it's bleeding over into just normality of conversation. Yeah. And that's how it should be.
It is how it should be. And there's a beautiful thing that happens when you decide not to do Lone Ranger Christianity.
Oh, so I've been watching these sermons with Matt Chandler, and one of the things he said the other day, and watching one of his sermons, was that he's talking about men specifically. He's like, every man that's a Christian wants somebody in their life to challenge them, like discipleship type stuff. Mm-hmm. He goes, but the problem was we all pretend like we already have it. Yeah. And I thought that was great. Yeah. I thought that was so good because that was so true. And so I think it's so important for us to surround ourselves with folks that are going to challenge us in every aspect of life. You're like challenging you to be better at everything, but most importantly, challenge us to be better spiritually.
Yeah. I agree.
No, I appreciate you, buddy.
I appreciate you too.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate you a lot, man. I'm not going to go snow skiing with you. Okay.
You can stay down in the lodge with Casey.
I will hang
drink
out.
Hot cocos.
I will do it, bro.
That is her jam.
That's perfect. I'm down. Now I do the inner tubes. I like tubing.
The tubing?
Yeah. No, that's fun.
Screaming down the mountain out of control with no direction.
That's perfect.
Sounds like
that's how I do life. That's right. That's how I do life. So it's nothing new, you know what I mean?
It sounds like home.
You can find Final Descent Outdoors, lots of places, social media. You can also visit our website, finaldescentoutdoors.com. If you're interested in that orange hat right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Hunter orange hat. Also got this T-shirt that Adam's rocking right here, Final Descent Outdoors. I got the old Final Descent shirt on as well.
It's a great way to support the ministry.
It is, man. Go buy some merch from us.
And you get something because it's cool.
You get something. Yeah, it's a great way to support what we're doing. Yeah. Adam, I love you. God bless you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast, and we'll see if we'll do another one.
I don't know.
Season 2. We're well into it though.
If we get canceled or not, that's the.
Oh gosh.
That's the caveat of this.
All right, we'll start praying.
Yeah,
start praying. We're praying against one another. You're praying it's done. I'm praying for it to keep going.
Your words, not mine.
What would Cliff do? He's going to be so upset if this thing doesn't continue.